We're going to go through how to use AI to up your studies or to help yourself with regards to studies to make things easy. Um, the first thing I would want you to note is AI can make mistakes. So you always have to double check. Sometimes when you're using AI for a while, maybe Gemini, maybe ChatGPT or something, it begins to give you some wrong results. Sometimes you would need to restart or refresh the page. Sometimes you need to start a new chat. So just so you know, AI can make mistakes. And even as I'm going to take you through, you might actually observe some mistakes that AI makes. So yours is to always check, cross check, and then try and balance things out. Okay, so the first thing we are going to look at is information capture and analysis. We're going to use ChatGPT, Gemini, and Copilot. Okay, so um, okay, first of all, this is a YouTube video, a traveler's guide to the planet, full episode. So it's talking about um, the planets or the solar system and things like that. I'm going to copy this YouTube link. So I've copied the link and then I can go to Gemini. If you have a Google account, it means you have a Gemini account. You just need to search for Gemini online or go to gemini.google.com. So this is a new chat in Gemini and I'm going to paste the text and I would ask Gemini to tell me um, what does this video talk about. So it's loading information and you can see a thorough breakdown of what the video talks about. Talking about it mentioned key topics that have been covered: the planet Saturn, the ring systems, uh, Enceladus, the hottest ticket, Titan, the heavyweight, Moon, and things like that. And you can keep asking Gemini questions and it will keep expanding things for you. Now, this is also something you should note. Um, Gemini can actually capture things in different languages. So if the YouTube video is in a different language, there's a possibility that Gemini can capture it. Okay, so Gemini, in short, has watched the full video, and this is the summary. We can ask Gemini to give us more information. Maybe um, give a summary of what um, the video talks about, and then it's going to load. Okay, so this is Gemini giving a summary. So say, um, and you can see the results are pretty good. The video describes Saturn as a cosmic lightweight, a massive ball of fluid and gas and things like that. You know, all these things are here. Now, um, I can go on and on and on and request more information and even ask Gemini to bring extra supporting information from outside. Um, and even go into doing helping with deep research, but I'm not going to jump into deep research right now. Now, the good thing about Gemini is if you are using the paid version, you will have it connected to your Google Drive or your Google Workspace. So what your Google Workspace um, entails is, let me go to Google. This is Google, and within the Google Workspace, you have Google Drive, Business, Gmail, Gemini, um, etc., etc. You have the Google Sheets, Google Docs, Slides, and all that. Now, um, assuming this is what I got. Okay, let's just say I'm trying to capture this information into a Word document. I have two ways. Either I come and copy from here and paste in a Word document, or if I'm using the paid version, I have the chance to click this button or icon, and then I can tell Gemini to export the information to docs. So it's going to be creating a Google Docs file over here, which will be sitting in my Google Drive. Okay, so it's going to finish creating in a second. Yeah. So while it's creating, I can just still go to my Google Drive. I can just go to Google Drive and let's check. Okay, it's still creating for some reason. It's usually faster than this. I think depending on your internet connection, it can be slower, it can be faster. Yeah, things like that. So this is my Google Drive. Still Gemini is creating. Hopefully it should appear anytime from now in here. As you can see, the internet is a bit slow. So now the document has been created. I can click open docs here and it will open it straight for me. So I click open docs, and this is a Google Docs file loading. So you can see it over here. So this is Gemini. Exactly what was here in Gemini in this last piece of information that was provided is inside this. It's named the folder for me, Saturnian System Explored, Cassini's Legacy. It brings all the information here, as you can see. So if you're doing a research and maybe you are just working in Gemini, you copy, you come and paste some text in here, you keep moving like that. Now let me show you something. I'm going to go up, and this is the first piece of information we received from Gemini on that video, and I can still come down here and click on copy. I can still go to export to docs. It will create a separate file, but maybe I don't want to create a separate file. I just want to continue with the old file. So I can click on copy response, and then I come here, and maybe I want it to be below. Okay, so let's just give it some space, and then Control V to paste, and you can see the second piece of information also over here. Now the good thing is that these timestamps you're seeing here are connected to the YouTube video. The moment you click on it, it just takes you to the YouTube video and exactly
Frustrated
to the
by submitting countless job applications and hearing nothing? First, many companies.
So sorry for that ad. So you can see that the video goes straight to that timestamp, which is 4002. As you can see over here, 4002. So if you are supposed to click on this, or maybe even this 3611, it's going to take us to the same video on the 36 minutes and 11 seconds, as you can see. So that is how it works. So if it's something you're supposed to submit, you can actually take out, if you're supposed to submit it to maybe your lecturer or whatever, whoever, you can take out the time stamps and then modify the document anyhow you want it. Now, so we have a Word document over here, and if I should go to my Google Drive, now the file name is Saturnian System Explored. If I go to my Google Drive and then I go to my drive over here, I'm going to see the file somewhere here. I can see it, a Saturnian System, and you can see the document over here. Okay, So this is the document. I can go to file, download. I can download as a Word document. I can download as a PDF. So I want us to download it as a PDF. Okay. And there's our PDF file. So this is preview mode for the PDF file that has been created. Okay, we have 3 pages, about 2 or 3 pages, which is good. Now, how about we try the same thing in ChatGPT and see the kind of results that we get. So I'm going to copy the link to the video. I'm going to move to ChatGPT. Mind you, I'm using the paid version of both ChatGPT and Gemini, so I'm not restricted to doing anything. I'm not restricted as to how many documents I can upload and things like that. So I'm going to paste the link in here and ask ChatGPT, what do you see in this video? And let's see what ChatGPT will tell us. Okay, so ChatGPT pulls up the video and tells us various things within the video. Many things happening in the video. Journey to Saturn, Saturn's rings, Saturn's atmosphere, Saturn's moons, what it would be like to visit, and things like that. Okay. Okay. So ChatGPT works similarly to Gemini. We can as well ask ChatGPT to find more supporting articles online to this video, and let's see what ChatGPT tells us. So ChatGPT is giving us more information. Certain NASA certain facts and a whole lot of information over here. Okay, so maybe I can ask ChatGPT, write a 3-page article on all the findings. It's just being generic here, and you can see ChatGPT is writing articles on the findings. You can see the introduction, Saturn the gas giant, Saturn's ring system, Titan, a moon with lakes and rivers, and Enceladus, a moon with a hidden ocean. And it keeps on going. It's trying to give us our 3-page, and I think it's going to end here. And this is exciting. Okay, this is exciting. Now we are going to take it a bit further, or we're going to do something similar we did with what we call it, Gemini. We're going to ask ChatGPT to create create a Word document with this information. And ChatGPT will be creating that the Word document in a bit. Okay, so ChatGPT is saying a Word document has been created. So I can click here, and then it's going to download the Word document, and that is it. So I'm going to open it, and this is a preview of the Word document. I'm going to open it properly for you to see. So this is the document that has been created from our research so far. Okay, let's close this and get back to our ChatGPT project. Now let's take this a bit further. Let's ask ChatGPT to create a PDF from this. Then let's see what ChatGPT can do. Mind you, ChatGPT can also analyze your Excel sheets, whether you've put in complex calculations or a lot of data, with even if it's tens of thousands of data on your Excel sheet. ChatGPT can make changes. It can analyze it however you want. So it's just telling us the PDF is ready. We can download the PDF, and then this is our PDF. We're going to open it, and this is our PDF file, nicely put together by ChatGPT. So there's a lot that we can actually do with these systems. I'm going to close that. So now the next thing is how do we, assuming you didn't create this document yourself, you're seeing it for the first time, this PDF, it was sent to you by maybe your lecturer, or someone, your learning partners, and you need to assimilate it. Maybe it's so many pages, you want to go through quickly, you want to understand and all that. I'm going to select one of them, right click, and then open with Microsoft Edge. Microsoft Edge is a web browser. You should have it on your Windows machine. If you don't have it on your Windows machine, maybe if you use a MacBook, you can also install the app and use it. So this is the PDF open within Microsoft Edge. Now, this is a trick I used while I was in the university to catch up with academics, especially during exams time. This was a trick I used to learn quickly, learn fast, go through my notes over and over and over again, or go through my slides over and over again. So I usually use the read aloud function. So if you see A over here, it has a read aloud function.
Scientific discoveries about Saturn and its moons. A summary of modern astronomical findings. The planet is enormous. Saturn's diameter is roughly 9 times that of Earth, yet its density is extremely low. In fact, Saturn is the least dense planet in the solar system. Scientists often illustrate this by explaining that if a...
So you just heard that. Now, so that is a read aloud function within the Microsoft Edge browser. It helps you read. It helps you read or learn by hearing. Maybe you are someone who learns a lot from hearing more than watching. So this is how you go about it. You can use the read aloud function. There are other apps accessible on mobile devices like Pocketbook and e-reader Prestigio that you can use to learn in this similar way. The good thing about the read aloud function on Microsoft Edge is you have different voices to pick from, and maybe we can switch to maybe Microsoft's Stefan Online US, and we're going to hear
a sufficiently large ocean existed. Saturn could theoretically float in it. A sufficiently large ocean existed. Saturn could theoretically float in it. A sufficiently large ocean existed. Saturn could
I mean, because of how
Saturn's atmosphere is characterized by powerful storms and extremely high wind speeds. Winds in the upper atmosphere can exceed 1,800 kilometers per hour, making them among the
So, I mean, when you use the app for yourself, you know how to adjust things. You can adjust the speed to maybe a normal, and let's listen to the normal.
among the fastest in the solar system. These winds create visible bands of clouds similar to those seen on Jupiter, but generally appear more subtle due to Saturn's thick atmospheric haze.
Okay, so let's go for a faster one, a much faster one. If you have a fast era.
Haze. Haze. One of the most unusual atmospheric features on Saturn is the hexagon-shaped storm system located at the planet's north pole. This six-sided jet stream was first observed by spacecraft and remains one of the most mysterious weather phenomena in planetary science. Saturn's ring system.
So the good thing about this feature is it can help you learn very, very quickly. It can help you go through your notes over and over again. You can hear it 10 times, maybe within 30 minutes. Okay, now moving away from the read aloud function, there is also Microsoft Copilot. Once you, even if it's a website or a web page you open, whether it's a PDF you've opened or a web page you open, you have access to Microsoft Copilot. So when you come to this side and click chat, you access Microsoft Copilot. And let's see what Copilot brings up. So we can ask Copilot anything about the web page or the PDF we've opened. So we can ask Copilot to create a summary of the page. If it's a book with many chapters, you can ask Copilot, give me a summary of chapter 1, give me a summary of chapter 2, give me a summary of chapter 3. So you can see what's happening here. Here's a clear summary of the main points from the document, blah, blah, blah. So it's just giving summaries, okay? What if I want Copilot to give me questions? Maybe I would ask Copilot if I were to prepare for an exam based on this document, what are some likely questions? So we're looking at, we want to see the likely questions we are going to meet in an exam if we're supposed to prepare with this this PDF. Okay, so it says here are some exam style questions you could expect. Yeah. What are the primary components of Saturn's atmosphere? Why is the density considered blah 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 blah? Different questions. You can actually ask for multiple choice questions. It says, would you like me to turn these into multiple choice quiz for practice or keep them open-ended? Okay, so give me multiple choice quiz. Give me a multiple choice quiz. So Copilot is going to give us our answers in a few seconds. And then we're going to move from this point. So you can imagine so many things that you're capable of doing. And of course, if you don't have digital notes, you need to find a way to convert them to text like this to be able to get help from some of these AI platforms, to be able to break them down, get further information, etc., etc. Okay, I mean, this read aloud function would not be available to you on your written notes. You need to convert them to digital notes so that AI can help you read them very well, or some of these computerized tools can help you read them. So we can realize that the multiple choice quiz is taking a while, and maybe we can look at, while it's loading, we can look at ChatGPT and Gemini and what they can also do. So now I'm going to create a new chat here, and remember we created this with ChatGPT and we created this with Gemini. Okay, so I'm going to give this information from Gemini to ChatGPT and see what ChatGPT can say about it. So this is the file. I'm going to ask ChatGPT what information is in the PDF. The file is still loading, so we'll have to wait. I mean, if you don't have a stable internet, it might affect your flow for these AI tools. Okay, so just stay tuned and we'll be right back.